Warm greetings from the high 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to be bringing you 3 different audios for this commentary this evening. Please be respectful to the hostess, which is myself, the mods, and the chat, and the channel in general, and the network. Amen. Thank you for joining me. If you'd like to donate to the channel, $ began you 129 Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live. I hope this will be an interesting live and people will bring their said commentary to the panel. If you cannot find yourself to hit the link and bring said information, I will check out of here. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. I'm going to bring you commentary out of East Tennessee pertaining to these buffoons. I will bring you my first set of information by WJHL. Thanks for joining me. WJHL has spoken once again with Mr. Donald Wells, and this is a commentary pertaining to Don Wells speaks on camera for first time following DUI arrest, addresses family.
It's been 1 week since Donald Wells was rearrested in court following his DUI arrest last weekend. Today he spoke with News Channel 11 for the first time since. He told us he has obtained a lawyer and he cannot speak about what happened. And although the family's website, findsummerwells.com, was created in conjunction with the Wells family official YouTube channel, he addressed the negativity surrounding other YouTube content creators and some of his appearances on different videos and channels.
I have to stay off the YouTube thing, or be very careful about if I do anything on YouTube from now on, because, I have lost control. I've done stupid things, and for that I apologize. I'm just trying to be right, trying to focus on our church and the things that our family, that we so much enjoy together.
This Thursday, we'll have in-depth coverage throughout the day about the search for Summer Wells. Her parents will be appearing on the Dr. Phil show that day on News Channel 11.
All right, everybody, that's said information coming out of East Tennessee. WJHL is the source. If you need to go into the queue to get this verification, it's in the YouTube queue. There's a lot of hoopla once again on the wire social media pertaining to Mr. Wells and Candy Wells, and now it's hit the local news, which is WJHL coming out of that region. You now hear that he's talked with the news to say he's done some foolish things by talking on social media, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I will bring my commentary pertaining to that. He and his wife have appeared on the Dr. Phil show out of Los Angeles, California. That show will air this week. There will be a 2-day rendering of the said information brought forward by Mr. Phil himself. And I don't really know what the hell I'm saying. I'm talking to myself. I really don't even know that I'm speaking. Anyway, it is what it is. Now he has gone to another YouTuber to give information of what I do not know, because I did not tread over there to hear what he had to say, because I don't give a fuck. How about that? I would do good to listen to Dr. Phil, to hear what lies they have to spin to Dr. Phil once again, because this circus is out of control. This everlasting merry-go-round carnival ride of misfits that procreated and laid down and had numerous children. I'm not even going to sit here and go on record to say how many kids the two have had outside of each other and with one another. Don't know, don't care. The point is, they're misfits and they have no business dating, marrying, procreating, doing nothing. Frankly, it's a privilege that God lets them have oxygen. But we're not supposed to judge, because we're all flawed and fornicators and sinners. And I find it interesting he wants to finally now say something about the church. After all these months of talking to WJHL, he now finally mentions the church. How convenient. Finally mentions the church. Why? Has someone from the church said something to you, Mr. Donald Wells? Has somebody from the church said something? Do not mention any YouTube channel names in the chat. I meant to also put that in here. Don't mention not one YouTuber's name in the chat. If you can't refrain from doing so, you might want to check yourself out of here. I don't want to see anybody's name in the chat, because when you start mentioning people's names, it keeps the conversation going. Then the negativity starts to spew out. People start saying things. I don't want it in the chat because I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want my name in nothing, and I don't want nothing carried out of here that was not said. So don't say their names in the chat. Just don't say it. Anyway, he's spoken to the news, talking about foolish things he's done. But my thing is, he continues to talk to these entities because he likes attention. He's a clout chaser. He and his wife, they're liars, they're buffoons, they're ornery, narcissistic. She's a mummy, and he's an energized bunny. On and on and on, won't stop. And you people keep continuously feeding into them. Why? I do not know. That lets me know there's something wrong with a lot of you out here that feed into the madness. Because frankly, what does Donald and Candy Wells have to say to you that they have not already said to the news, to Facebook, to TikTok, to YouTubers? How many fucking people can you go and talk to spin the same rhetoric? Yet you still talk to him. For what reason? Because I guess you like drama too. Clout chasing too. Yeah, I'm going to say that. Because there's something wrong with people that go out and look for trouble. It is what it is. I keep telling you, you keep going in the belly of the beast, you're going to fuck around and get in there and can't get out. Hey, like they say, one big toe in, whole foot in, whole leg in, whole body in, can't get out, sinking sand. Wake up. Sinking sand. We'll be playing you information from two other people on the wire that I watch their content. And I do not watch a lot of people on YouTube for various reasons. But there are two channels I do tune into. You are free to watch their content if you like. I'm just saying I'm playing their audio because I want to. Because it's in relevance to my commentary tonight. Thank you for joining me. Now, if I can find it. Now I can't find it. Wow, this is crazy. And I just shared it. Okay, let's see if I can go back in. Something's not working with this information I'm bringing. Hold on one second. I'm having a problem here. Well, I thought I had some information. I don't know what's going on. It's probably a sign I don't need to be up here. So I really don't feel like talking about these people. This is from Dirty Laundry. Miss Laundry, I'm going to play your content. 5 minutes, 6 seconds. She has a public notice on the channel. Well, that was another video. I don't know. I'm not really feeling like talking about this shit today. Stupid.
This is Summer Wells. She has been lost 143 days. Please look twice at the little girls or even the little boys that you see today. Her hair could be longer, shorter, or a completely different color. Summer Moon Utah Wells is 5 years old. Her eyes are blue, and she stands 3 feet tall and weighs 40 pounds. Summer was last reported seen in her home in Rogersville, Tennessee on June 15th, 2021. No trace of Summer has ever been found. There are currently no persons of interest or leads in this case. Per the local sheriff, no one has been eliminated as a suspect. Please keep Summer in your hearts and minds and in your prayers. If you have information, Please contact TBI immediately at 1-800-TBI-FINE. Thanks, and God bless you. And now, Dawn and Candus, ticking time bomb.
This is dirty laundry.
Are
If you
Dawn and
need
Candus
verification.
making it again? Or are they seriously ready to implode? And is Brandis gone? Or is she there to referee? Like clockwork, with the setting of the sun, Dawn and Candus got greasy and sleazy the Molly Go Lightly channel last night and launched into a full-on episode of Jerry Springer on yet another TMI live stream disaster. The link is below. It was beyond vulgar, as usual, so I'll spare you the gory details. Suffice it to say that it was an embarrassment to everyone involved. Apparently, the recently issued gag order only pertains to the boys, because the part of the conversation I heard revolved around Summer and her birthday, which, by the way, is February 4th, and why neither Dawn nor Candus could recall it. Disturbing on so many levels. It's a pressure cooker. How much longer will these two be able to tolerate each other without a major incident? Brandis, for a woman with a bad knee, seems to be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Is she there to intervene and keep the lovebirds from pecking each other's bloodshot eyes out? Somewhere, their boys are safe and clean, well-fed, and hopefully being shielded from their parents' self-destructive sideshow on the World Wide Web. Thank God they are not in the middle of this meltdown. I just wonder how long, if ever, it will take Dawn and Candus to realize that their sons will someday find this footage of their parents wasted and sharing their foolishness with anyone who can stomach it. With all of the permanent damage that has been done to everyone around them, you would think that it would be a wake-up call for these two grown adults to stop acting like rabid wolves in a cage match. If they detest each other so much, what kind of bond would keep them under the same roof? Dawn has family in Utah. Candus has roots in Wisconsin. Maybe they need a little break. The honeymoon from Ben Hill Hell is clearly over. The kids are gone, maybe permanently, so why live together in misery until the inevitable worst-case scenario happens? The word conspiracy comes to mind. They're both involved somehow. If one goes down, they both go down. So even though they're furious with each other, they're trapped by their statements, their guilt, and their self-made prison. The trust is gone. Will another Saturday night bring an escalation in their psychodrama? Will they stock up on cigarettes before they begin unhappy hour tonight? And will Dawn and Candus ever stop digging the hole that they're in? And how long until Mr. Internet finds the go live button on his own channel and launches his own nightly tirade? Let's hope tonight they stop and think for once. We could all use a night off from the Ben Hill Shinola show.
That said information is by Dirty Laundry. Feel free to check out her contents. That is my second source of information. I will now bring you my third source of information. Feel free to go into the queue of YouTube and get the said information. This will be by another content creator on the wire. 1 second. Thank you for joining me. This is pertaining to Dawn and Candy appearing on another network affiliated with YouTube This is a 1-minute video, and this is commentary by Evil Exists. Feel free to go over to this said channel to get the verification of the information that I'm bringing to you. Thanks for joining me.
When I watched it for the first time, I was just as appalled as most people that Dawn and Candus would behave like that and appear live on the internet. However, now that some time has passed, and I look back at that situation, I can only describe it as toxic. It seems like this behavior has been going on for a while. If we think back to the incident last year too, well, the kids were in the house as well. Dawn and Candus were using horrendous language, and it was not a pretty sight. She was trying to break a door, as Dawn shouted at her not to break the doors. Anyway, the thing that really disturbed me is when Dawn thought the camera was turned off. Here's what happened after he said he had to leave the live.
Oh, I just seen that. You're a dumbass. I just seen you punch me in my mouth. You're a dumb.
This is what it says. Dear Dawn and Candus, please stop this behavior, exclamation point 2 times. It is taking the focus away from Summer and definitely not helping you get your boys back. This is from Evil Exists, uploaded 11 hours ago to The Wire. Feel free to go over to this said channel to get the said information and verification of the audio that I just played. Hope they don't mind me sharing their content. I have shared content from Evil Exists and Miss Dirty Laundry. Those are the 2 sources from The Wire that I have shared, and I've also brought you source number 1, WJJL, who interviewed Mr. Wells pertaining to his shenanigans with Candy. He admits that he's done some foolish things. He needs to get back with the church, blah, blah, blah. Man, suck a big toe. You like the attention, Donald? Come on now. Let's stop the foolishness. You like the attention. The YouTubers like the attention. People watching this shit like the attention. You're all a bunch of wannabe fame whores. I don't have any respect for any of you.
Developing news in the ongoing
Sorry about that.
insurrection.
I don't have any respect for any of you. But you don't like yourself. If you need verification for any information I brought to you, WJJL is the source for number 1. Dirty Laundry number 2, and Evil Exists number 3. If you need to go back to the beginning of this video, I advise you do so to go back to get the said information pertaining to these fools. You want to hit the link. It's at the beginning and the top of this video. The link is at the top of this video. Only been on 17 minutes, 58 seconds. Do not mention any YouTubers' names in my chat, please. I don't want the foolishness. I don't want to be involved. So don't mention their names. I don't have time for that shit. Got stuff to do. My life don't revolve around YouTube, as you can see. This merry-go-round circus act, carnival ride, is never going to stop until somebody puts one of these rabid dogs down. Yeah, I said that. You all are no different than that bitch out there in Texas that left her kids in the house. Yeah, I'm going to say that because I can. Lying down, procreating because your organs work and you keep constantly having kids because you ain't got nothing else better to damn do but get sexed up and pregnant and providing stinky, stinky sperm to a egg donor. Voila, 9 months later, here comes a child. Doesn't take magic. Neither of you should be having sex. Let me make that clear. You're no different than that thing in Texas, Gloria Williams, Mr. Coulter. You're all the same to me, cut from the same cloth. Her baby lied dead, Miss Williams, in a house for a fucking year. And you knocked off your kid. What's the difference? Call a spade a spade. It is what it is. You all don't care about yourselves. You see, why say, stop doing that, Dawn. Stop doing that, Candy. You're talking to yourself. They don't give a fuck about what you're saying. They don't care about the church. They don't care about themselves. It's months in. He's just now wanting to mention the church again. He hasn't thought about the church in months with all this foolishness of talking to YouTubers, the news, getting drunk, going to court for the kids, going to court for the DUI, getting rearrested in court while being in there for the DUI, let go on his own recognizance, whatever the hell that means, nothing. A fancy word for you let a misfit out of fucking court that should have been in jail till February. Yes, I said that. Judge, you should have let Donald Wells sit in jail till February. Let the cards fall. Let these two squirm. Let these two see what it's like to be out of each other's peripheral. You'll see how quick Summer's name will appear in bright lights. You all are fools out there in Rogersville, Hawkins County, whichsoever, Hollerville, Redneck Alley. You're fools, buffoons. You're aiding two fools, two buffoons, two demons. Because you all ain't got shit to do out there. Paper shufflers in Hawkins County. Yeah, I'm going to say that. Because you didn't have no business letting Donald Wells get out. Now he wants to go back in front of the news and say what exactly? Oh yeah, I'm a F up. I'm a this, I'm a that. I can't get control of myself. Oh, I've got a problem. Oh, I need Jesus. I need Allah. No, honey. You need to go stand out in the middle of the ocean and see if you can walk on water. Because I know you can't, and I know you're going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. Do us all a favor. I'm tired of hearing you talk. I'm tired of you and that mummy you're laying up with. I couldn't even understand a word she said in this audio. I don't even know how he deciphered what she said. I don't know who's more got cotton in their mouth than the other one. This is goofy. Goofy, goofy, and goofy. I've had enough of these two. Tired of listening to this bullshit. And I don't see how you all indulge in it. You need not try to contact me to tell me anything about these two because I'm not interested. There's no disrespect to you. I don't have anything to gather information about these two. I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't have anything to gather with these two buffoons. I just don't. Nothing to gather. Nothing to talk about. Nothing. It's nothing. You're just sharing BS about two misfits who don't give a damn about themselves. They don't care about the kids. They don't care about anybody. They don't care about the church. They don't care about anything. How in the world are you going to talk about the church in the same breath? Oh, yeah, I got to get back to church. I gotta do what the Lord says. You ain't thought about the Lord. If you thought about the Lord and you're up here acting a fool, your kid's missing. And all you want to do is go talk to a bunch of people. They ain't even got their own shit together. Have you ever noticed that people like going to talk to people who ain't got their own shit together? I'll tell somebody right now, you need not come to the queen about no advice. I can't give you no advice. I'm barely shuffling along myself. Best thing you do is go take it to the maker. God can help you. I can't help you. I can tell you now, Queen is no longer in the business of giving nobody advice and telling them to do a damn thing. Do what you want to do. You can walk on water, walk on it. Knock yourself out. You want to stay in a broke up relationship, you want to chase demons, knock yourself out. I'm in no way, shape, to tell you to do a damn thing. Do what you want to do. Because I'm barely making it my damn self. I'm not giving nobody no advice on nothing. Do what you want. Go find Oprah. Let's see if she'll listen to you. Let's see if you can find Miss Winfrey. She's a notable young lady. She listens to people talk about their life, their stories. Maybe you should go call the old network, Dawn and Candy. Did you ever think about calling Oprah? Or is she too dark for you? Oh, my. Maybe Oprah's too dark. Can't go talk to no black woman. We got to go talk to the white folks. They'll listen to us. They got blonde hair, blue eyes, green eyes. They'll listen. They'll listen at the buffoonery. Well, Dr. Phil, he ain't got no damn hair. So you went and found you a bald-headed one to listen to, huh? And how did that work out for you? You think Dr. Phil believed what you and Candy had to say? I look forward to watching the BS. I'll make sure to have me some whiskey, some lemonade, coconut rum, and vodka on standby when I watch the Dr. Phil show. I'm going all out. The show will air before I have to go to work. So I will definitely have me a little short toddy. Hopefully I won't get called in right away. Very sad. Telling the news, I got to stop talking to these YouTubers. Yeah. Well, let's see how that works out. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to all this foolishness of the Dr. Phil Hour. Jumping back on YouTube to talk to another YouTuber. And now talking to the news again. Plus the DUI arrests. And the second arrest of violation of probation, which he's been left free on his own recognizance. I've never seen people who just don't shut up. Every waking day, there are theatrics with these people. But see, this is what's sad, is that these children were with these people before Summer ever went missing. So this is just an eye-opening experience of what these children were enduring with these fucking numb nuts, whatever you want to call them. These children were living with these goofy ass people before we ever knew anything about them, before a child was ever reported missing from Hollerville. These two were live like Memorex. Drunk, high, goofy, driving drunk, staying in trouble, talking, mumbling, stumbling, falling, fighting. It's sickening. And Candy mumbling something about him hitting her in her throat. Well, Donald Wells, somebody need to hit you in your damn throat so you could quit fucking talking to YouTubers and WJHL and Dr. Phil and Chris Madonna and the behavior panel. And whoever the hell else want to invite you on to talk. Somebody need to hit you in your throat. Or as we black folks say, hit you in your throat. Make your ass quit talking. Because you really need somebody to hit you in your throat. Hit you in your throat and the back of your throat, which is your neck. I bet you quit talking. I bet you'll quit talking real fast. Because you ain't talking about nothing. You ain't saying nothing. Exactly. They're everyday normal. I feel sorry for those kids. Because somebody had once said a few months ago that people shouldn't be talking bad about the parents on YouTube, social media, because one day the children will grow up and watch this said information about the parents. And I get that. But see, the thing is, we're adults and we're entitled to say what we want to say about people, because people talk bad about people every day. And my thing is, nobody would have anything bad to say about Don and Candy Wells if they did right by their children. Because I know they did something this summer. So my thing is, you exacerbated the situation by reporting her missing and staying on social media talking about her, the children, this and that, Pookie, Ray, the church. So you did this to yourselves. So whatever the children see pertaining to these nuts, that's on them. That's not the kids' fault. The kids didn't ask for these people to be their parents. The kids didn't ask to come here. Just like we didn't ask to come here. It is what it is. Best thing they can do is ignore it. Because these two won't define them, hopefully. They will have their own separate entity as they get older, become adults, And possibly they won't have anything to do with these two once they are grown. It won't even matter what was said in 2021 pertaining to Donald and Candy Wells, the disappearance of Summer Wells, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, WJHL, Dr. Phil, Behavior Panel, the other content creators who put them on the show. It'll be neither here nor there because these people have bigger problems, such as trying to live and survive. The hell would they care about what the fuck somebody said about their stupid ass parents on YouTube? There might not even be a world by the time these children grow up and become adults. It is what it is. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to all this social media news coverage pertaining to Donald Wells and Candus Bly Wells. Said information. Well, you can't take the spotlight off of anything. The parents have decided to be fame whores, so it is what it is. It's never about Summer Wells. Ain't you figured that out? It's not the Summer Wells show. It never was. It's about Don and Candy. Summer Wells was collateral damage. Ain't you figured that out? So were the other boys. That's why they're not in their care. The Dr. Phil show will air on the 11th and the 12th of this week. Well, drop the link, Miss Broomer. Can you do that, please? Hello, Savannah. How you doing, sweetheart? There's not really much for me to say about the people. I'm tired of talking about them. Sick of hearing them. Not saying anything. It's a waste of time. Oh, mercy. It's like pulling teeth. I don't care what they do. Neither here nor there for me. I know one thing. They are awfully lonely. But you have to be very lonely to continuously stay in somebody's face, texting, emailing somebody, trying to talk to somebody to get attention. You have to be a very lonely person to continuously reach out to people to talk with and make up stories to get attention, fake crying and slobbering on yourself. And also to call yourself being a content creator, creators, social media. It's all the same. Inviting the devil to sit with you. For what reason? You have to know in your right mind they're lying. So what would they have to tell you that they haven't already told social media and this YouTuber and that YouTuber and Dr. Phil and this panel and this guy, retired detective? How many people can you talk to, boy? You ain't saying a damn thing. You just keep talking and talking and talking and adding a little bit, taking away a little bit. So what you done said on this channel and what you done went and said to Dr. Phil, do those two people coincide with each other, what you told each entity? Probably not. See, I'm not trying to listen to that bullshit because I ain't got that enough brain tissue to soak up the fucking lies. I got other things I'm trying to do with myself. I don't have that kind of time. I ain't letting Donald Wells get in my head. Ain't trying to figure it out. That's all he trying to do. And see how stupid you are to go run and listen to that shit and then go back and try to compare it to what he said over here. And then let me tell you what, he didn't say that in June. No, he didn't say that in July. No, he didn't say that in August. No, he didn't say that in September. No, he didn't say that in October. No, he didn't say that in November. How many months y'all gonna keep going with it? It's almost Thanksgiving. Ain't you to figure out this is a game? This is the Gong show. starring Donald and Candy Wells. Get a grip. It's a game. Yes, I was surprised he had him on the show. Hit the link if you have something you want to bring or I'm checking out of here. I don't have time for this. These people ain't saying nothing. And y'all keep saying, maybe he'll trip up. Maybe he'll slip up. Well, it's almost Thanksgiving. He ain't slipped up yet. Said what? He is not going to say, hey, I killed that kid and she over here. And this way you can find her. If that's what you're looking for, he ain't going to say it. So all this shit about the hair long, short, whatever. Okay. Well, where is Summer then? There's a reward for her. Where is Summer? See, stay woke. There's a reward for the child. Where is she? Why don't somebody come forward? Why don't somebody bring her forward? She's hiding out. She's been sold. Whatever you think. Okay, well, go get her. It's a reward. Go get her. Go get your little pocket change. Claim the money. Produce the child. It's neither here nor there. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. If you want to donate to the channel, $McAndrew 129 Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live. I'm not interested in what he's talking about. And like I said, I really don't even want to watch the Dr. Phil show, but I do watch Dr. Phil on occasion. I've not kept up with his content for a little bit. But because I do watch some of his older programs, I'll go in and watch and see what the hell these two had to say. Let me see if Candy had a bra on. I'm curious if she had a brassiere on more than anything. Shut up, Queen. Yes, Julie, exactly. Nothing is going to change with what they have to say. Exactly. So you're running over there out of breath with your skates untied, trying to hear what Donald and Candy have to say. You still don't know where Summer is. And this content was uploaded weeks ago in Los Angeles. And it's now November. And you still do not know where Summer is. Ding, 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 ding. You ain't gonna know where she is. That's the whole purpose of her getting gone. It's so you wouldn't know where she is. Stay woke. I'm 2 minutes from going off right now. Exactly. There's no telling what they've gone through. But the grace of God has made sure that the children are no longer with the Wells. And I doubt that they'll get them back. Is he still working? I don't know. What would Candy do if he gets gone, goes to jail? She be shit out of luck. She can't make a car note. She can't buy food, groceries. Hell, she won't even buy a bra. You think she can ready to pay some damn bills? Y'all better stay woke. These two need to be separated. That's when the truth will come out about Summer Wells. It happened with Camille McKinney's case. Both got arrested. The guy bonded out, Patrick Stallworth. And while the other girl sat in the jail, she realized she wasn't coming out of there for a previous kidnapping charge of her children out of foster care. She gave up the goods on where to find the baby, which the baby was in a landfill in a dump. Stay woke. Separate the two, you'll find Summer Wells. That's the spoken word. See, that's why I keep trying to tell you all, you don't pay attention to details. A lot of you really don't listen to anything. You take what you want from a conversation. You're not listening to what they're saying. Separate the two, and you will find Summer Wells, or what's left of her, if indeed she is dead. Separate the two, and you will find out where the child can be found. You all don't listen. You don't listen. They done told you everything you need to know. Separate the two, and you will find Summer Wells. Stay woke. Hit the link if you want to give your commentary pertaining to the arrest of Donald Wells, violation of probation charge, released on his own recognizance. Dr. Phil Hour coming up this week on the 11th and the 12th. 2 days of airing of bullshit. And now a new interview with WJHL just uploaded a little while ago to the YouTube queue. Mr. Wells saying he's been a fool, blah, blah, blah. Talking about the church. Why he shouldn't be talking to YouTubers, but yet you just talked to a YouTuber the other day. You like the flames, homeboy. You're a flamethrower. You like all this drama. That's why you went over there and talked to that gal, that YouTuber. That's why you went and talked to the news. That's why you went and found Dr. Phil. That's why you went and found the behavior panel. That's why you went and found Chris. That's why you went and found all these YouTubers. How many YouTubers you gonna talk to? And yet y'all still ain't found Summer Wells. I'm gonna keep on saying it until you get it through your head. You can talk to 5 more YouTubers. You still ain't gonna find out what Summer Wells is. You ain't woke yet. How many times I gotta tell y'all, separate the two, you will find Summer Wells. Or what's left of her. And that's no disrespect to the child. But I call a spade a spade. I don't believe the girl's alive. And you should know that she's not alive from what the FBI told you day one. It is rare in a case of a child missing that we don't got no information to where they can be located. Now that's coming from the FBI. Days after the Amber Alert. Ms. Earhart told you that. It is rare that we have nothing to give to the public. That wasn't from Pookie. That wasn't from Ray Ray. That wasn't from the news. That wasn't from Hollerville. That wasn't from a YouTuber. That was from the FBI's own mouth. It is rare to have nowhere to go in the investigation of a missing child. How louder did you want her to say it? Yes, poor gal. How you doing, whodunit? It is an everlasting, continuous replay of the Gong show. And it ain't going to end until you separate the two. But I'm going to keep saying that. Separate the two monkeys. The carnival ride will stop. The merry-go-round will stop. The YouTube sensation will stop. The social media hype will stop. The bullshit will stop. Well, nobody gave a fuck about a bullhorn when it came to Summer Wells. What I find interesting. You hooped and holler about Petito, but ain't nobody got a bullhorn for Summer Wells. Yeah, I said that and I'm going to say it. Where was all the hoopla for Summer Wells? She's 5 years old, missing. Y'all out there raising hell for a 22-year-old white woman down in Florida. Well, where was the same hoopla hype for Summer Wells? Where's the hoopla for the other missing children in America, black and white? Stay woke. You want to hoop and holler? Carry your ass to Hollerville and stand out there at the edge of that damn driveway with a damn sign. Stand out there and holler all day long. I dare you. Because see, you didn't do it then, you're not going to do it now. It's pathetic. See, you people, you pick and choose which team to ride on when it comes to these stories about missing people, missing children. You raise holy hell pertaining to Petito, but you ain't done a damn thing about Summer Wells. Everybody jumping on go-karts and airplanes and trains and planes and automobiles, but you didn't think to ride the midnight train to Tennessee and check out Hollerville. Let me guess. Can't get an Uber or a Lyft back there in Beach Creek community? Come on, Queen, bring it to him. The Uber won't go past go. Shut up, Queen. What's wrong? Y'all afraid to get on them rocky hills and to make them curves around the mountain to Hollerville? I ride them every day. because it's my job. And I ain't in an SUV. I ain't in a Wrangler. I ain't in an Uber or a Lyft. Because you can't hang with East Tennessee. You ain't cut for this life down here. Because, see, I know most of you scared to go back there in that holler and ride them hills. Because you're afraid you carry your ass back in there, you won't come out. And I go in a place where you don't even see black people, period. I stumbled across a black woman back in there the other day, and I almost passed out. When I saw her face, I thought, what the hell you doing back up in here? But see, you never know who's going to open the door to a house. Y'all can't hang. That's why you're not in East Tennessee hooping and hollering for Summer Wells. Because you can't hang back up in that holler. Because you know there's a chance you might get back in there and get one of them big toes cut off. And you should be scared. Because you don't know anything about this part of the world. And you might venture back up in there and never be seen again. Such as Summer Wells. I call a spade a spade. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion pertaining to the shenanigans and buffoonery and the mayhem and chaos and the social media hype and the YouTube sensation of Donald Wells and Candy Wells. When is this merry-go-round going to stop? When is this Gong show going to stop? When are you goofy-ass people going to realize they're not going to tell you where the baby is? They're not going to tell you nothing. Because it's now almost Thanksgiving, and you don't know a damn thing pertaining to Summer Wells. And you probably won't ever know until one of them turns on the other one. And that's why I played you 2 sources of information from YouTube. Evil Exists and Dirty Laundry, because what they had to say was the spoken word. Enough is enough. These 2 need to sit down somewhere and stop the BS. Well, I'm almost an hour in. I've dropped the link. Nobody's hitting the link to come up. I'm going to check out of here. I don't have this kind of time. I told you I'm not indulging in the foolishness any longer. So I don't thank you for joining me. If you want to continue to ride the ride of the bullshit with these 2 and all these different channels and running and repeating to me about what they said, I don't care what they said because they ain't talking about nothing. Until somebody brings me the information to where Summer can be found, you're talking to yourself. You're repeating the same damn thing over and over and over again. But when you're going to give in and just say, they're not going to tell you where the child is. So what's the point? They're never going to tell you where she is. So he's going to keep going from one source to the other to get attention. He's a fame whore. He's lonely. He's miserable. They're both miserable. And as Miss Dirty Laundry said, when you 2 just going to fold and chalk the relationship, you go your way, I go mine. Deuces. Been nice knowing you, homeboy, homegirl. Call a spade a spade. You 2 need to separate. Go your separate way anyway. You ain't talking about nothing. You ain't got a full relationship. Basically, it looked like you got 2 men having sex with each other. Except one's got breasts and a vagina. I said that. Candy looks like a man. She talks like a man, acts like a man. In this commentary, I played the audio at the beginning of this video. She's mumbling. She sounds horrible. That's not a lady. She's not a female. I wouldn't do nothing with Candy. Not nothing. Donald, grow up. Candy, grow up. Buy a bra. Please buy a fucking bra. I'm sick of you walking around with your bazookas hanging down to your kneecaps. It's undignified. It's unladylike. And get the cotton out your mouth and stop talking like you're a fucking animal. Learn how to speak correct English, both of you. You're goofy as hell, and you're too old to be walking around here, having sex, making kids, getting them taken, and jumping from social media car to the next. It's time to grow up. I'm out of here. If you want to donate to the channel, $sign begins. You 129 cash out. Ain't got time for this. Y'all have a good night.